Hi guys, so I'm just jumping on because I've gotten some messages like asking what's going on because we haven't posted anything for a while, so I'm sorry. Um we've just been kind of busy with trying to get things ready before transfer day, and like we were in Texas. We just got home a couple days ago, so just lots of things, and I'm in my office right now. I'm not in the other room where I usually do the videos, so sorry if it's a little disordered and crazy, but I just wanted to jump on really quick, give you guys a little bit of an update. We finished our mock trial on May 28th. I just want to make sure I'm giving the right dates, but which basically what they do is they go in and they strengthen my uterine lining, just like I was like, just basically everything that you would do naturally with pregnancy. So I took estrogen, and then they also stop you from ovulating, which I didn't know until just today because I kept thinking like, am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? Because I was like nauseous. I feel like my uterus is stretching. I just feel like I've been feeling like that lately. And so I'm like, I asked today, and she's like, we're just gonna make sure that you don't have any follicles, because I did another ultrasound today. She's like, that you don't have any follicles, that no eggs are getting ready to drop. And then I was like, clicked on me. I was like, oh, is that what the estradiol does? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like, I feel like there's so much stuff that I still am learning throughout this process, and I kind of been like hands off. But as far as trying to learn more, I'm just chill. I got a lot of other things going on with our business that I'm trying to get done before transfer day. So I've just been like, meh. Okay, what doctor? Okay, what doctor? Which is crazy because the first round, I was so like, I'm feeling like this. I need to look at this. I'm feeling like this. And then the second round, I was just like, okay, whatever. And I think that did have a huge factor into our quality of eggs and embryos. So that was kind of like just another side note that I think is important is stress levels. Keep them down. Like, try your best. Focus on other things. Like, don't focus on this the whole time because you're going to make yourself miserable. And that's a huge thing I feel like I did the first round rather than the second round and whatnot. So to move on, my dog is trying to jump on my lap. I'm sorry. Stay, Taha. Every video. Oh, okay, no, down. Taha, you don't get to be on YouTube today. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the biopsy. So I had to do an ERA biopsy, which I still don't really understand what it is, but they basically go in and take a sample of my uterine lining, I guess, to make sure everything's, good and nothing's wrong. And while we were doing that, because I was with Dr. Folk, Taha, stop. Sorry. She's like literally trying to get on me. Okay. Whew. There we go. Sorry. And one of the things that he had found out while he was doing it is that I have, like, to add to everything else, a sinkhole kind of, that's how you describe it, like a Ptrap uterus. So I guess my uterus goes like this. And it was funny because when he took the thing that he used to like grab the lining, it was like it had this like weird crooked thing, and Chris and I were like, this is awkward. But we talked to him because it was the first time we've seen him since the last retrieval. And first off, he was like, that's like unheard of, 10 for 10. Like, he was super excited and ecstatic, and we were like really excited. He goes, that's great, like that everything came back normal and stuff like that. So we asked his opinion on the 1 or 2, and he did say that he would suggest doing 1. He's not against us doing 2, but he just thinks like, do 1, try 1 now. If it doesn't work, then we can, try something else down the road. Or if it does work, then we can also do 2 later if you want to. Like, he just thinks with my history and with all these like complications that I've been having, that it's just best that we just have 1 healthy pregnancy rather than me being on like bed rest at 20 weeks and stuff like that, which makes total sense. Even though I really, 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 really wanted twins just to like get it started and just get through this process. And there's still a chance we could have them. But I was just like, okay, that's what my doctor, like, I trust my doctor, and we're just going to go with that. So we won't be transferring more than 1 embryo. That's kind of what Chris and I have decided. We do know the sex of our embryo. We're not telling anybody, so don't try to ask us because people try to get it out of us. But that's just the one thing we get to keep secret. Like, everything else has been known. Like, I'm going to pretty much know whether I'm pregnant or not. Like, where you wait for everything, you get a surprise for everything else. So this is the one thing we get to surprise people with because we've been so open about this journey. We're just gonna surprise everybody with the gender at, I don't know, some party, some barbecue, whatever we end up doing. So that's what's been going on. The ERA biopsy, he kept asking, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Because like it was like, no big deal. Like, and he's like, most women would kick me, like, because I just have high tolerance for pain. And I was just laughing. So I told Chris, I was like, see, even the doctor is worried that I'm not like normal with my pain tolerance. So when I say I'm hurting, I'm really hurting. But that was just a side note that he was just kind of shocked that I was just like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, all right, you done? Okay, cool. That's all. Okay, cool. And so I just did my other ultrasound today. It's my last ultrasound, I hope, because I'm so over that. And blood draw. And we are 6 days out from transfer. Like, it's crazy to think that we are that close. Like, we are transfer on the 20th. And I get my princess days where I get to ring the bell. Maybe I'll do a video of just me sitting in the bed and being like, Chris. Because I'm never like that. Like, I was just telling Chris, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to stay in the bed all day. You want me to stay in bed for 2 days? Like, even when I'm sick, I just don't. I can't not do stuff. And so I'm like trying to figure out activities that I can do. So if you have ideas, leave them in the comments. Like, I'm not a big TV watcher. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like worried because I like to read. So maybe I'll read, but sometimes when I read, I fall asleep. So I don't know. It'll be an interesting thing and we'll see how it goes. And I still am on shots. I thought I was done with shots. And like I told you, I get them intramuscular. Right now I'm only doing Tuesdays and Fridays with the Estradiol. And then hopefully on Saturday, once they get my blood work back today, I will be doing progesterone every day, which I don't like that one because it hurts for whatever reason. I think it hurts more than the other ones. And I just feel like I get sore. So it's not a big, huge thing, but it's like annoying. And yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on in our IVF / now we're in our frozen embryo transfer, so our FET cycle. Nothing really too new. We're just excited and we're hoping for the best, and we appreciate you guys' thoughts and your prayers and like your questions and your concerns. I was like, oh, I feel bad I haven't told anybody because people have like asked me in person or message or text like, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? And I'm like, no, not yet. Or like I went on like rides or did something and they're like, should you be doing that? And I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant, guys. Like, so thank you for your concerns. I appreciate it. And we're just excited. We're really excited and looking forward to our future. And if you're going through this process, I hope, or if you're looking into it, or if you've like questioned it, like honestly, I wish we would have did it sooner because we found out so many answers to like I struggled for 5 years. Like I'm going into our 5th year, like we're going to celebrate our 5th year anniversary at the end of this month. And like all that time, we never prevented it. We were trying. Like my first pregnancy was within like 6-7 months of us being married. And I just wish I would have sought out help sooner. Like I know IVF is costly, you guys, and probably my stuff, honestly, would have been able to be done without IVF, but Chris and I just felt like, nope, we're done with like the possible miscarriages. We're done. Like, I mean, not saying that you can't have that in IVF, but we were like, nope, we want to get pregnant. Like whatever we need to do, let's do it. But now finding out what my fertility issues were, I probably still could have gotten pregnant and, you know, had a successful pregnancy naturally. But this is just what we felt was best. This is what we had prayed about and came to terms as a couple. Like, this is what we needed to do. Like, no questions asked. And we're very, very happy with our outcome. But what I can say is if you are struggling with infertility, just find answers. A lot of your OBGYNs don't know because it's not their specialty. Not that they're not good doctors, but a lot of them don't know until you go and see, I can't even say endocrine, the fertility specialist, basically the fertility doctor, and they can determine with tests. Like that's what they went to school for. So go see them. Go talk to them. I'm not saying you have to do IVF, but it doesn't hurt to find answers because why put yourself through a struggle for so long when you could just start getting answers? And that's what I'm most thankful for. Like, I feel like, oh, like everything that I found out, I'm just like, okay. And then we see what a miracle it was that I did get pregnant naturally. Like, with all these factors that were playing out and obviously not holding to full term, but it was a miracle in itself that I was even getting pregnant. And so to us, it was just like great to have answers finally. So that's my 2 cents. Go see them. If you have questions, if you have doubts, like just, I mean, do what's best for you, but don't be scared. Don't feel like you're less of a woman or less of a person because this is what you struggle with. Like people that have cancer, they're not less people. People that have diabetes, they're not less of people. You know, like that's just the trial that you've been given, and that's just there's doctors that are put on this earth for you to overcome that specialize in this. And like I think what a great tool that is. I kind of had someone talking to me about it yesterday of like, well, you're kind of taking it into your own hands and you're kind of playing God. And I was just like, I was really in my face because I don't hold back. I was like, and a part of me wanted to be like, really, if you knew what I went through personally just to get to this point, no. So don't ever let anybody tell you that, like, yo, you're playing God and it's going to work out. It's just going to happen naturally, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? God puts these people here on earth and allows science to be developed because I am a God-believing woman. He allows this to happen for purpose. Like he wants it to happen. He's done with the whole, like all these pro-life issues that are happening as far as like the abortion and pro-lifes. I mean, I'm obviously pro-life, but like, yes, he wants it to happen. So that's what my thoughts are on my 2 cents. And I think that if he's made science available, just like he's made, you know, medications available for people that have health issues, he's made this available. So don't be scared to go find answers for yourself. That's all I have. Good luck if you are going through this. Baby dust your way, and just like keep it going. Be positive, be happy. It's gonna work out. I'm not saying it may happen naturally. You might have to have some science help with it, but it's gonna work out. That's what I believe. And I really, really am excited for our transfer date. Bye, guys.